project is now leaving their kids with no walkway. Jason Guy is live for us in the studio this morning. Jason, this is happening along Neptune Road in Kissimmee.
This morning, right here, the Don Chula Expressway as it meets the turnpike. Things are bumper to bumper out there. Take the Palmetto Expressway if you'd like to avoid this altogether. Let's take you out to your maps. All right, things looking a little bit more colorful there. Now things are starting to pick up here. I-95 going southbound, you have several pockets of delays. But as you move a little further down south and approach Northwest 79th Street, you can see speeds are coming in here as slowly as 32 miles per hour. So not too bad, but definitely moving kind of slow. So if you'd like to take 441 instead, you might avoid all of this congestion. Let's take you over to Broward County, where we're starting to see a little bit more buildup as well. You guys have been in the clear all morning long. This is the turnpike going northbound as you approach Pines Boulevard here. Speeds coming in as slowly as 35 miles per hour. So not too bad. You guys have looked pretty good all morning long. So I'll leave you with some drive times.
Solutions
this is 595
one thing that we would like to see happen is maybe if there's a temporary transportation for the students until the construction is done.
All right, so this was the area we had been watching for the last week. It was a wave pushing off the coast of Africa. We now have Tropical Storm Erin. It developed yesterday. The 5M advisory has winds of 45 miles per hour. It is moving west at 22 miles per hour. The forecast projected path and those models, basically the ensemble models, European model, everybody was in agreement that regardless of what developed, it was going to ride along the ridge of high pressure. The thing we're really focusing on with this system is that it will be our first major Category 3 hurricane of the season as it strengthens, riding along that ridge of high pressure in the Bermuda. High is going to continue to keep it westward. And then it sees a little dip in the jet stream off the coast of the United States with another ridge of high pressure developing by the weekend. And that turns it more north, keeping it just east of the U.S. and the Bahamas. More on this and your local forecast coming up.
All right, Julie, happy Tuesday, South Florida. And as Alex and Andrew always call this hour, happy golden hour, but it's not so golden on your roads. I'm very sorry to inform you that right here, your southbound lanes are going very, very slow. You're definitely going to want to take the turnpike if you are on the Don Chula going south, or if you're headed that direction, because you have an accident on your road, South Florida. This right here is at Killian Parkway. You have 2 lanes blocked there, but you can see it's causing some bumper to bumper traffic. Things going as slow as 11 miles per hour. Take the turnpike. Another accident I need to point out to you, this one on the Don Chula, or the Dolphin Expressway rather. This is before Northwest 72nd Avenue. You do have 3 lanes blocked. Things are really starting to slow down here. 6 miles per hour. You can see all of that red right there. Your westbound lanes looking red too. Take the Airport Expressway if you want to avoid the Dolphin. Let's take you over here. Another accident. Oh my God, what a surprise. Let's take a look here. This is the turnpike going northbound at Hollywood Boulevard. 2 right lanes blocked here. Speeds also moving very, very slowly. You can take US 441 if you'd like to avoid this. 3 miles per hour. That is no fun to sit in at this time in the morning. Take your coffee to go. Give yourself extra time and use those alternates I just gave you. Be safe.
Topics and our local forecast. Hey, Julie.
That's right. Good morning, Andrew, Alex, South Florida. Well, at least the weather's cooperating with the outdoor activities. I mean, we're always hot, we're always humid, so Mother Nature is delivering mostly dry conditions for the kids headed to the bus stop for the 2nd day in a row in Broward County. First day for some of you, and as we go into the Keys, maybe you're still enjoying Monroe County. The time off with a cruise ship. Look at that. Pretty spectacular. 84 degrees, Key West. The breeze is picking up, so that ocean breeze is doing 2 things. 1, it will feel nice by the afternoon hours, but 2, this morning for the overnight hours, it's warmed up our temperatures with that ocean air rolling on shore. Winds gusting in the Marathon at about 18 miles per hour. Otherwise, winds anywhere between 5 to 15 miles per hour. Dew points are in the 70s, so our air temperature is feeling like the 90s already. My in-house model pulls a few showers speeding on through across parts of Broward County and Miami-Dade around 11 and 12 o'clock. And then any shower activity that does develop later today, well sea breeze driven, meaning well to the west, even just west of Weston, west of Doral as well. Now, as we go to the forecast, kids headed back to school, the bus stop forecast, 83 degrees is the temperature by 8 o'clock. In the next 30 minutes, it is warm, it is humid out there, and our highs will be in the 90s with feels like temperatures in the triple digits. Now, we're not meeting the criteria of a heat advisory, but it's going to still feel very hot out there. As for rain, I had a few showers down by the Keys, but that's it. Let's go to that tropical update. All right, so newly formed Tropical Storm Erin, the 5M advisory has winds of 45 miles per hour. The forecast projected path pretty much has stayed the same since the system did develop yesterday, because the models pretty much are in agreement that as it moves west at 22 miles per hour, we will continue to see it moving closer to the Lesser Antilles, but staying north for now, it could become a major hurricane. So that's why we're really talking about this system, because it'll be the first major hurricane of the Atlantic hurricane season this year. As it moves westward, it's going to ride along the ridge of high pressure, that Bermuda high in the Atlantic. And then we're going to see it combined with a ridge of high pressure pushing off the coast of the United States, which is going to give it an opportunity to take that turn to the north. That's the direction we want it to go, to keep it away from property, the islands, as well as the United States, and even just north of the Lesser Antilles. So we'll have to watch if it does take that north turn, how close it does get to Bermuda in the days to come. We have at least the next week to watch it. I'll have a lot more on this coming up.
Oh my goodness, I hope that goes north, Julie. I hope so, just to stay away from us. South Florida, we're going to take a look at your roads right here. You do have a broken down car. This is the Dolphin Expressway going westbound. This is definitely a really dangerous situation, pretty scary. There's a center lane blocked here. Emergency vehicles are likely on their way, or a tow truck, but hopefully this person's okay. This is causing some heavy delays though for you. Dolphin Expressway going westbound is where I said this was happening, just before Northwest 27th Avenue. So speeds moving as slowly as 15 miles per hour. That's definitely no fun. So you can take the Airport Expressway if you're headed westbound and you want to avoid that. Broward County, you still have this accident, Miami-Dade. I was telling you about two. Those have since cleared, but Broward County, this is still active. Going northbound at Hollywood Boulevard, you do have two right lanes blocked here. This is because of an accident. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 4 miles per hour. No fun. US 441 is your alternate here. Let's take you over to some drive times. Broward County, 595 going eastbound. I-75 to US1 will take you 13 minutes. University Drive to US1 will take you 7. Be safe, Alex.
Okay, today is the first day. Much more calm, much more quiet than we've seen pretty much like over the weekend, Julie.
Yes, indeed. And it's great because now that the kids are headed back to school, as you mentioned, the traffic is already so bad. But if we add weather to it, it gets even worse. So luckily, Andrew, Alex in South Florida, that Mother Nature is helping us. Maybe an occasional onshore shower by the Keys, but overall, the afternoon hours have been mostly dry for Miami-Dade and Broward's metro coastal areas. But by the inland spots, mainly over the Everglades and Alligator Alley, is when we're seeing those storms develop thanks to the sea breeze. As for temperatures, we're in the low to mid 80s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. The one thing I do have to note is it's much warmer today than yesterday. It looks beautiful, though. If you have the day off, I highly suggest you get out there and enjoy some beach and boating. Winds anywhere between 6 to 13 miles per hour, gusting in the 20s down by the Keys. Dew points mid to upper 70s. Our feels like temperatures in the 90s already. Yeah. Mugging 94 degrees in Fort Lauderdale, as well as Key West, 90 in Miami. As for showers, I have some showers trying to hold together by the upper Keys, but again, these showers are very isolated, nothing widespread. Nothing like what we were expecting to move in towards parts of the middle Keys. Just a shower by Duck Key and Isla Mirada. Widening the view, we have showers and storms widespread from the nation's midsection towards the Great Lakes. That's where we've been dealing with severe flooding. But I'm happy to tell you things are calming down today. But where we're not calming down is that heat wave continue across the West Coast, continuing with relentless heat watches and advisories from Northwest all the way to the Southwest. So we're talking Oregon, Washington, Nevada, California, Arizona. These heat advisories continue to affect millions of Americans out west. 101 degrees in Boise. That's just so hot and really unfortunate because there's not a lot of AC off that Pacific Ocean, which is even colder, but it still gets really hot onshore. Speaking of onshore, we're going to see our sea breeze start to develop onshore, well inland, and push well to the west. So any storms that do develop will push away from the metro coastal areas. Those inland storms. Our forecast high is 91, but our feels like temperatures in the triple digits. Headed to the beach, I suggest it. Moderate risk of occurrence for beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a moderate chop, Miami-Dade, Broward, and same for you in the Keys. As for your 7-day forecast, not much changes. We're stuck under the summer-like pattern for the rest of the week. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 80s. Make sure the kids have plenty of water packed in that backpack as they get to school.
All right, Julie, things looking good out there. South Florida on your roads, not so much. Let's take a look right here. Dolphin Expressway, your eastbound lanes looking bumper to bumper there. Your westbound lanes looking much better. Oh, rather, this is not that. This is the Palmetto Expressway. My brain's a little off this morning. I think I need another cup of coffee. This is the Palmetto Expressway going southbound near Northwest 118th Street. You can see things are moving very, very slowly there. And this is no fun to sit in. So definitely put some good music on. Maybe take your coffee to go or take the turnpike. Let's take a look here. This is an accident on the Dolphin Expressway. This is what I was thinking. And Northwest 17th Avenue. Speeds are moving pretty slowly here. You don't have any lanes blocked, but you do have an accident that's causing some delays in the shoulder there. 11 miles per hour is what you're seeing in those eastbound lanes on the Dolphin. Let's take you over to another accident that's been active for quite some time. This one in Broward County. This is on the turnpike going northbound at Hollywood Boulevard. You do have 2 right lanes blocked here. So speeds are coming in pretty slowly here at 16 miles per hour. But you can see that that red has started to close up. It's starting to turn orange. So hopefully that means it's clearing up for you. Otherwise, you can take US 441 if you just want to avoid it altogether. Be safe.
Listen up.